So you've gotten this far in my website, and you're getting to this point where you're like, well, why should I join the virtual clinic? Why should I be part of the virtual clinic? Well, I wanted to give you a brief overview of the virtual clinic today and kind of give you an idea of all the stuff that's in it, because there is a ton of information that can benefit you to help you getting over your chronic knee pain. So you'll go ahead and log in to the website, and you'll see that the top bar here will change, and the virtual clinic will come up, and I have this drop down bar here that goes into the front desk, which is basically instructs you how to use the virtual clinic. And this video here gives you an idea of what needs to happen for the virtual clinic, for you to be able to use the virtual clinic. Then my suggestion is, if you're still experiencing pain, where you would want to focus on is going into the stretching lounge. However, that is just one of 6 sections that is the core of the virtual clinic. I have the breathing room, which I get into lots of information on the importance of breathing and relaxing the tension patterns in your body, the fight, flight, or freeze response as opposed to the rest and relax response. There's the hydration station, where I get into details on water, because just drinking your body's weight divided by 2 ounces of water per day is only the beginning. There's so much more to water and how to get it into your body so it can begin to hydrate the joint and take the pressure off of those nerves. The nutrition kitchen, it gets into the details on food and how important food is. Knee Strength Studio is a lot of neuromuscular re-education exercises and beginning to reverse those tension patterns in the body through slow, controlled movements that are different from what I have in my ebook. There's the stretching lounge, where I get into the active and passive stretching. The active stretching would be like along the lines of yoga or stretching before an athletic event, but then the real treat in that is the passive stretching, which gets into releasing those tension patterns, creating comfort in your knee joint and taking the pressure off of those nerves specifically. That's going to relieve your stuff very fast, relieve the pain in your knee very fast. And then I have the anything goes section, which is anything that doesn't fit in those other 5 sections for breathing, water, nutrition, exercise, or stretching goes into the anything goes section, and that is, I believe, very valuable as well. So let's for today just get into the stretching lounge. And the stretching lounge is probably one of the more valuable sections of the virtual clinic. Now, the stretching lounge, if you're experiencing pain, where I would go first would be the bottom half of the stretching lounge. You can see I have active stretching at the top here, and I would go all the way down to the passive stretching and start watching these videos. These are going to be key. These are going to be crucial in helping you understand where the tension pattern is being held in your knee that's causing the pain. The passive stretching is all about creating comfort. So if there's a difficulty when you're rotating your leg, there's a stretch here specifically for that. If you have difficulty with stairs, sore points inside below your knee, if you have pain on the outside below your knee, inside above your knee, below your knee outside, above the knee on the outside, issues with your kneecaps, and many times what happens is, as the pain dissipates in the knee, you gain more awareness of tension in other areas of your body, like the hips here in Module 9. So I have several videos to help loosen up the hips. Then we get into what I refer to as dynamic passive stretching, which is very fluid movement, standing up as well as on the floor. There's tension for your ankles. There is when you work with your feet. As I was working with a client, she started having foot pain after the result of the pain in her knees going away. So I have stretches here specifically to create comfort in your feet, in your toes, in your the arch of your foot, in your heel. For ankle pain, then we get into if the hamstrings are tight, if there's issues with your meniscus, lower back pain, pain in your hips, tension in your hips, your sacroiliac joint, which will contribute a lot to sciatica going down your legs. And that's all here in the virtual clinic. All of these videos are here to show you how to create comfort in your knee as well as in the rest of your body to take the pressure off of those nerves. Actually, you may remember when I was talking about my one client, Nicola, in New Zealand. And as we created comfort in her knees, the tension shifted up into her neck. So I even included a passive stretch for her neck to relieve the tension in her neck. And then I also have an interview with a friend of mine, Lindy Royer. She's a physical therapist, and she has some great information that she shares in a podcast that are all here in just the passive stretching section. Then there's another 26 videos in the active stretching section that go over how to stretch out those tension patterns. And in each of these sections, you have the daily knee health worksheet, which is right here at the top, that you track your pain levels in the morning, your pain levels in the evening. All of this is, I believe, is incredibly valuable to getting you to a place of being able to get over your chronic knee pain. And once again, this is only one section. This is just the stretching lounge in my virtual clinic. There's constantly, every month, there are new videos, new interviews, and things being added to the virtual clinic that you get full access to as a result of being a member of the virtual clinic. So I'm going to put together a series of videos here that will go over each of these sections and show you in detail which is in these sections as of May of 2011, and new stuff is continued to be added every month. So get into the virtual clinic. Go sign up now. If you get a copy of the ebook, you get 1 month in the virtual clinic for free, and you get to check it out and look into all of those details. I believe it's a tremendous, tremendous value. Right now, the virtual clinic is at $19 a month, and that is, I believe, a heck of a value compared to what you're going to pay for physical therapy, going to the doctor, any and all of that is going to be infinitely more expensive than that. So I would definitely, if I were you, get in there and check out the virtual clinic, become a member, and stay in it to get the latest up-to-date stuff that I come up with as I'm working with clients, as I'm working with people to get them over their knee pain when they have an issue. And we come up with a new situation that is not in the virtual clinic, I shoot another video and stick it in here. So you're going to get the latest and greatest stuff. So get into the virtual clinic, and I will see you inside.